Hey guys! So today I want to show you a cool little trick in Logic that can help you tremendously in learning music theory and reading sheet music, especially for you guitar players out there who up until now have only been more or less familiar with the tablature side of things. So what I'm going to show you today is how to display the note names in both the piano roll and the score editor, and how we can use that score editor to then transcribe the sheet music into the guitar tablature, all on its own, Logic doing that without us having to do anything. So let's dive straight in. So we got our MIDI track here, and we can either double click on that, or we can simply open the piano roll. So there we go. And what we can do now is we go to View. This is the German version of Logic. We go to View and we go to Note Etiquettes. So let's click that, and we can see the note names being neatly displayed and even the velocity. Now, mind you, the notes have to be large enough for them to be displayed, so you might have to zoom in for that. So let's close that and head over to the score editor, and there we are. Obviously, we do not want the bass. We want either the guitar mix or mix 2. And they are more or less the same. Basically, it's just flipped. So we are happy with the guitar mix. And already we see the tablature being displayed. But first, let's address the note names. So we head over to Layout and we click on Note System Style. So the very first. And there we are. And what we now want to do is we head over to Head, and we want the music head to display the names. So let's close that, and voila. So we got the note names neatly displayed here. And all we need to do is now fix this wonky little display that is missing the lowest E string. So that is basically because of an interpretation mistake by Logic. So again, we simply head over to Layout, to Tablature this time around. And right here, we can see the mistake already. For you, it might look a little different because I've changed mine for the sake of this video. But you can see that the wrong notes are being assigned to the strings. And the error is that Logic interprets the guitar to be one octave higher than it actually is. So it starts with E2 and then goes on and on, instead of starting with E1 and ending at E3. So let's simply revert that back and have the first string assigned to E1, the second to A1, and so on. Then D2, G2, B2, and E3. And the cool thing is that you can even use alternate tuning. So if you want to have a song written in a D-tuned guitar, then you can have that, or C drop, or whatever you want. So you can have that as well. So let's close that. And there we are. We can see the lowest E string being shown on the tablature. Basically, now we're done. But we can do some additional cool stuff with the coloring. Now, how are we going to do that? We simply click on View again and go to Colors, and instead of Normal we have Display Pitch, and we see that each of the notes has its own color assigned to it, which is pretty cool and makes it easier to distinguish the different notes. And the cool thing is that you can even customize these colors too. For example, if you wanted to, you could also show the velocity, or you could simply have each note have a different unique color. So we go back to View, again, revert the color back to normal. Now, instead, we go to Layout, go to Color, and here we can see all the different color variations that we can use. So we can even swap between diatonic and chromatic, which is pretty cool. Or you can simply use a color of your own. All we need to do now is select the note we want to edit, click on Functions, go to Note Attributes, go down to Colors, and then choose the color of our liking. Let's go with red, and we see the note shown in red. Now that we're done, we can simply press play and enjoy Metallica's Nothing Else Matters, if you haven't noticed it by now. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I believe this little tip has so much potential to improve your sheet reading or simply the understanding of music theory altogether, because it helps to have a more vivid expression of the music that's happening and offers more visual cues. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe and all that good jazz, but most importantly, share with others who might benefit from this trick. I'll see you guys in the next one, and until then, happy music making.